For cheap games, check out g2a.com, link in the description. Well, hello there people from the internet, and welcome back to some more of The Division. Today we're going to talk about how to get the best weapons in the game and what those weapons are going to be like. And it's a bit of a lottery as well, because you have to craft them a couple of times until you get the one that you're happy with. Now, I've managed to get about 95% of the weapons available in the game. There's only a sniper rifle and I think a pistol or something like that missing. Now, I either purchase them with Phoenix credits, which you can buy just by going up the stairs into your main base, and there's a guy there selling blueprints, and you're kind of best off buying from that guy since you're not going to need the dark zone sort of tools and weapon parts that you'll have to craft from Division Tech. So you might as well buy as much as you can from this guy up here and then go into the dark zone, into DZ5 or DZ6. There's a vendor that sells stuff there. Now, if you look at this weapon that I have here, it's the Vector 45 ACP. It has not too great of a stats to start with, but what you can do is you can buff it up by having all sorts of attachments to it. Now, the attachments will give you, for an example, that one will give you 13.5 weapon damage, and it'll also give you a bigger magazine size, so you go from 20 to 37. And the initial damage that you started with 9 point whatever K, it's automatically going to climb up by you choosing what stuff you put on the weapon. So by putting all these attachments on the weapon, not only that I beefed the DPS from 60 whatever thousand it was, it's already 123,000. So the DPS has gone up quite high, but also the actual damage of the weapon has gone up from 9,000, whatever it was, 9,000 something in the beginning, is gone up to 11,000 something, I believe, at this stage. And you can also beef that up even higher by activating all of the talents, by making sure you have enough firearms, you have enough stamina, you have enough of everything else. So if you look at the weapon right now, it's 127,000 DPS, and it's got 11.1k damage, 750 and 37 mag. So already I've gotten a couple of thousand in damage just out of that. Like I said, the next thing that you could do, if you look here, you have an option to choose the different attachments that you have in your, say, your gloves. In this one, he has 300 plus 327 SMG damage. Now your backpacks, most of them will have mods, and they'll have all sorts of different things where you can choose different things for it, or you can roll some of the stats. If you have a pink weapon or a pink attachment, then you can roll some of the stats on it. Or if you have a gold one, then you'll have to pay 30 Phoenix credits if you want to roll some of it. But you can have some of these just to give you more and more damage to your weapon. Now 37, it's a decent sized mag. You'll have plenty of damage, because if you're doing 12, 13, 14, 15k damage with 120, 130 DPS, 1,000 that is, then I think you shouldn't really struggle in the dark zone in trying to farm loot better, trying to level up a bit better, trying to get some stuff, or even trying to just get Phoenix credits. But as it is, I'm pretty happy with the weapon as it stands, and I don't really have to do too much to the weapon as it is. You have to craft the weapon a couple of times until you get the desired one. Now you'll have mod slots, as I mentioned before, and you can throw in more stuff in there that you want, and you can customize this however it sort of suits you and your own playstyle. But having 12k damage, 11.5 on this one, and by the time I meddle with it a little bit more, it'll get over 12.5. We'll just have to go and test it. Now, first thing you're going to test it is on a boss. So there he is. Just get up close, wait for him to spawn, and you can take him out in 31 bullets, that was, providing I've not missed one. But as it is, it's pretty quick to get a boss killed, and you shouldn't really struggle about anything else. Unless you want the XP, you can just shoot the mob and be done with it. If not, just leave him be. You've got your XP, you've got your credits, and that's it. You can just move on. Now, against level 30, sort of purple enemies, again, you can just focus on that one. You can just focus on his tank, and then with the rest of the mag that you have 6 more bullets, just a couple to the head, and that's it. They're all done. So I'm quite happy with the Vector so far. Now, those are some of the best weapons in the game. The only difference between the best sort of weapon that you can get is the talents and the attributes and the minor attributes and the stuff that you have on yourself, like your knee pads, your backpack, your gloves, and so on. the armor. Those are the things that you'll have to roll and re-roll a couple of times until you get something that you're happy with. But as you can see in that one, it's pretty easy to farm around 30 and 31. I don't really have to worry about having a party. I can just play on my own and stand my ground if needs be. So hopefully this helps you out a little bit in trying to get the best weapon for yourself. The Vector is definitely something you should be picking up. Let me know some of your favorite weapons in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if this video helped you out, and I'll see you in the next one.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.